Gossip in the garden, gossip in the garden, gossip in the garden.
You've heard all about the millions of things you can do in the city, but what you haven't heard is all the things that you shouldn't do in the city. And that's what we're going to try to talk about today. You wouldn't eat crappy food when you were back at home, so why the hell would you eat it here? Instead, take a roll of the dice and take your chances with food poisoning with a shot at one of these hot dogs. Mmm, delicious. Remember, if it doesn't come with a receipt, it's probably not legit. When you get to the top of the steps, make sure you don't just stand at the top and block everybody that's behind you. People in the city tend to get really upset about that sort of thing. Some things are just too good to be true, and this is most likely one of those things. But with the way the economy is going, who knows? When you're walking down Bleecker Street and you're right by NYU, make sure that you're always looking up and not straight forward. I'm okay. Because you never know when some jumper is going to land on you. No matter what you think, no matter what you've heard, there's nothing cool about being on a bus and waving to people. I don't give a shit what song is playing. If you're ever in danger, make sure you call a cop and don't call this guy. And for God's sakes, if you see something, say something.
We're on our way to an interview with the High Kings. We're slightly late, sorry about that, Gossip in the Garden fans. We'll try and make it work for you. We should be getting an escort.
We're late as usual.
We should be getting an escort at this
We're
stage.
trying to get a NYPD escort, but they're on their coffee break right now. And we're away. We got a PD escort right in front of us, trying to get us to the Kings.
I knew they would pull through.
But I think he's got a donut in his mouth or something that he's...
Put the siren on, maybe.
Whip, whip! He was one of the High Kings there on the hot dog stand until he lost his camera. And there we go. We have it on.
Welcome to Gossip in the Garden. We're here with the High Kings, the boys on the US tour. They're here at Connolly's. They just finished up a great show at Connolly's. We'd like to introduce all the boys. Introduce yourselves there.
How's it going? I'm Brian Dunphy from Dublin. Hello everybody, I'm Darren Holden from Kilkenny. I am Finbar Clancy from Carrick-on-Suir, County Tipperary.
And I'm Martin Fury, origins unknown.
A bit like ourselves. The boys have, you just got off the road, this is 5 days in your first tour in the US?
That's right, yeah, we arrived in the US last Saturday, and we've done the Minnesota Festival in St. Paul, and went from there on to
Cleveland, the Irish Centre there. We went to Chicago, the Irish Cultural Centre. We did 2 shows in Philadelphia last night, 2 sold-out shows, which was excellent. And we're here tonight at Connolly's, which was absolutely rocking.
No better place to finish than in New York. It's absolutely amazing.
I know a couple of the boys from Riverdance days.
That's right.
You sang Riverdance yourself?
Yeah, we actually performed just only up the road there in the Gershwin Theatre for a couple of years, and then on the road, myself and Darren.
Is the main setup based out of Dublin?
It is,
where you used to do a lot of your recording and that sort of thing?
Hatch Lane has been ahead of Celtic Collections. We recorded the album, there was one Hatch Lane last fall, as you'd say here, last fall we recorded the album, so forward to bring it out in February.
Yeah, it's actually not out.
It's not actually
in the USA,
it's
right?
not on general. It's not on release as such officially.
And we're gonna get information when the boys release the whole thing, and we're gonna push it through the Irish and Irish American scene in America. And this is a great act to go and see. Actually, one of the acts, what I like about the High Kings, are they're bringing back a lot of the old songs and that sort of thing. And a lot of people are not doing that. You know, there's a lot of beautiful old songs there.
What we like to do with them is we try to refresh them. You know, there's a lot of bands out there that are singing them in bars and stuff. And we want to give them a new lease of life so that people come in their droves to kind of check it out and see what's going on. And it's working so far.
It sure is. Yeah. There's it's funny. I spoke to my brother and I was asking him about the High Kings. Has he heard of the High Kings? He was like, yeah, they're great. He's based in Armagh. And he's getting a fantastic name.
We had a great gig in Armagh.
Is that right?
Yeah, well it was out just on the hill, or just underneath the church, or underneath the whatever, just cathedral or church.
Okay.
And it was just amazing. It was all stone and the roar out. It was brilliant.
You said the F word.
That's okay, you're right.
TheHighKings.com, check that out because you can get a free download of Step It Out Mary, the dance track. So it kind of goes, but it's a great one. So it's all free. It's what?
It's
free.
And it's great for dancing.
And it's also
Have they hit the clubs yet?
No.
No, that's
yeah.
kind of, yeah, it's kind of, starting off slowly over there, getting a bit of an underground following.
You'll get all the tour dates as well of all our up-and-coming gigs for we're doing a 6-week big tour in February, March. So you find all the details on the website.
It's great to have the boys here, and we wish them all the best, all the success in the world. And we, as I said, we're going to keep pumping their music out in Gospel in the Garden. Once again, thanks a million.
Thanks a million.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Alan. Safe trip home, and we'll talk to you again. Spider-Man, can you tell us what you're doing out here tonight? You're fighting crime, we know
Fighting
that.
crimes, trying to get the Green Goblin. He's trying to,
Have you spotted him so far?
Yeah, I saved a lot of people tonight, bro.
Right. Because we heard he was outside Connolly's bar at the High Kings tonight. He was spotted somewhere along the line there, so we're wondering if you were down that direction tonight.
Of course, brother.
Yeah,
this
you're
is,
everywhere like.
This is Spider-Man everywhere, tingling. Senses tingling 24/7.
So, what's the highest building you've ever jumped off, Spider-Man?
Empire State Building.
Empire State.
Yeah.
I think I was there that day. I think you were after me, actually.
I'm just wondering, Spider-Man, is this where you just came from? The top of the W?
That's right. You see the W Hotel's right there. I was hanging out with Mary Jane.
Mary Jane was up there, yeah.
Mary Jane and left Mary Jane out there.
Spider-Man, what advice have you got for Irish people in New York? Is there big crime on the Irish community? Can you solve the crime in New York?
Irish people are cool, man. I always enjoy the Irish parade on the marsh.
Right.
Zion Marsh, isn't it?
Are you there for the crime? Or are you there for the drink?
I'm there for the crime, man, because when these brothers Irish, they get drunk, you gotta make sure they sing.
Yes.
You get some extra, chupa.
What happened to Chucky? I think that's whiskey he's talking about.
The whiskey, like...
Spider-Man, I think there's a horse that's
Is he in trouble?
looking about you.
He's safe, man.
He's safe. As long as he's safe, that's all right. Well, Spider-Man, thanks very much for the interview.
Man, give us...
we'll talk to you down
God
the line.
bless you, man. Give us Spider-Man a donation.
Buddy, what do you think of the Irish in America?
Irish in America? That's good people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
They're good with the tips?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
We love you, man.
Oh, we love you, brother. Thank you.
Gossip in the garden, gossip in the garden, gossip in the garden. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Got you under my skin. Don't know where to begin. Got me turning around just to see if you're turning around. Hey, you make me feel like a child. Got my heart going wild, got me turning around just to see if you're turning around. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. Yeah, I'm in love with you. Oh, yeah. All my tears turn into sunshine, all my dreams turn into something. Ever since the day I saw you, you forever, I adore you. Hey, you. Ooh, hey, you. Got you under my skin. Hey, you. I don't know where to begin. You got me turning around just to see.
We hope
you
you'll visit us
turning
at
around.
irishwebcast.com for all information on upcoming bands and upcoming events. We'd like to thank you for your support and hope you will spread the word on Irish.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Gossip in the Garden. We're here with Pat Mangan, one of the best fiddle players I have seen in a long time. I've seen Pat playing for many a year now. I'd say maybe 10 years. Yeah, I saw you with John.
Yeah, I played with John Whelan when I was about probably 15, around that age, you know, before and after that.
Yeah, you don't look like you aged any.
That's just what I wanted to hear.
You're on the road with Riverdance.
That's correct.
Tell us a wee bit about what's going on there.
That's good fun. You know, it's, it's quite a lifestyle. You know, we get to travel all around the world.
How did you get hooked up with it?
That was kind of random, actually. There was an ad in the Irish Echo when the show was still on Broadway, back, I guess, in like 2000, that said they were looking for a substitute fiddle player. So I didn't have a CD out at the time or anything.
Why?
Well, I just put together a little demo. They gave me an audition, and it went very well. But I think they had never had a guy do the fiddle part before.
Right.
So it was.
That's right.
They always had a girl do it. I mean, Eileen Ivers being the first.
Yeah.
So they were a little hesitant about that, but then they gave me a shot, and I got to do the Broadway show. That was the first time I did it. And
so you made history. You were the first guy to do the fiddle
I'm
part?
trying to think if I was the first. I was certainly the youngest.
Right. Because I know Matt Mancuso, he was, I think, the first to do Lord of the Dance.
Yeah, I think that's right. So, you know, we're breaking the gender there. Me and Maddie.
It's about time.
What's up, Matt? You're out there. But, yeah, so it's great. I mean, I've been all over the world with them. I've been to China, Japan, Mexico, Germany, France, all around the States. I've seen so much of America that I would have never had the opportunity to see before. Canada. So, I mean...
Should I ask you where your favourite place to play is? Is there too many to
That's
say?
tough. I mean, you know, we were in Tokyo for a whole month, and I had a great time.
Yeah,
I had a blast over there.
That's fun.
Yeah,
you have a CD that you have recorded a while back?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. It's called Farewell to Ireland, which is one of the tunes on the album. And I you know, to this day, like, even though it came out a few years ago, like, I hadn't listened to it in a while myself, and I kind of revisited it. And I'm not trying to sell anyone out there on it, but it's a good CD. You know, I enjoy it. I enjoy it myself. So yeah, it's called Farewell to Ireland. It's available on cdbaby.com/Mangan. I believe
we're going to put it up at the end of the show and stuff. But
I have a lot of great guests on that album. A lot of people who kind of really shaped my musical development when I was coming up, like John Whelan, who we mentioned before, is on there. My teacher Brian Conway, Greg Anderson. Produced it and plays on a lot of tracks. Elliot Grasso, great piper about my age. Just loads of people on there.
Do you get a chance to play with these boys around town when you're off the road in for a quick visit into New York?
Yeah, it's always it's great to be back in New York, you know, whenever...
You said you got a chance to play with John when we were talking there earlier.
That's right, yeah. O'Neill's last week. That's a good time.
It's always nice to fly in from a city and walk into a bar and pick up, you know, where you left off, I suppose. You know,
exactly.
That's the great thing about New York.
Yeah.
And it's a very people think that New York is, you know, it's this huge. Well, it is huge, but the Irish scene it's you know, when you pick up the phone book and look through it, it's small in a sense. You know, somebody's always looking call you up for a tune here and a tune there. Like myself, I called Pat up. I think the last time I played with Pat was last fall, maybe.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah, last fall. So it's like almost a year ago, like probably like 9 months ago at least.
And I got a chance that he was off the road, and here he is tonight, and he's going to play with us in the Black Lamb, and he's actually going to play. Will you play a wee tune?
Yeah, why not?
We're going to give him a minute. He's going to play
one for the internet crowd out
there. Sir. And while I'm here on my own, I'd like to say, up Armagh! Yeah, anybody here from Armagh at all? Yeah. Wherever you're comfortable playing, Pat.
I can just do it right here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So, one for all the people in internet land. This is how about Fisherman's Island. It's a great tune by the late great composer Ed Regan. So here's a version of it.
As I said, one of the best around town, and we're going to be seeing a lot of Pat Mangan coming up. Pat, thanks very much.
Thank you.
It's great having you here. And
Thanks for having me.
We'll catch up with you very, very soon. We're going to post everything that Pat's doing from here on in, and thanks for checking in on Gossip in the Garden. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
I mean, look, I'm the kind of fella who will always admit when he's done wrong. You know, and I'll apologise. I mean, you've seen that yourselves, like, you know, you've evidence of it. Like, if there's one thing I want to achieve with this television programme about me, is that people will see that Garrett Campion is a real man's man with values. Like that, and, like, you know, obviously loads of women will want to ride me, like. Knock, knock, knock.
There. You're early.
Look, Adele, to be honest with you, I wanted to come in and kind of apologise for what happened the last time.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
No, like, I would never do anything to hurt this pub, like, you know.
I know.
And, like, I'd never do anything to put this pub in jeopardy, like.
I know, Gar.
Adele, this pub means a lot to me.
I know.
Sorry, Adele, you do know that when I say this pub, that I'm actually talking about you?
I do, Gar.
Right.
And thanks.
Right, no, because you might think like that I might just really like the building of the pub or whatever, do you know, and that's not the case. Or like, I don't like gay love John or anything either, like.
Okay, Gar.
Okay, because
What have you got there?
this is actually a peace offering from me. This is the hurley that I won my first ever All-Ireland with, and I won my first All-Star with it as well that year, and I had it from the first game of the championship, and it never actually broke once, like, so it's special to me, and I just thought that maybe like there's someone who comes in here who'll think of me more as the fellow who wipes the floors, like, you know, so just...
Gar, we can't take this.
Well, honestly, like, I want you to have it, so please, here, just... I just want you to know as well that, like, if I'd have known when she was 17, like, you know, I would have done the right thing, like, you know, and, you know, only rode her once, like.
Danny Cool, Danny Cool, yeah, Danny Cool, yeah, Danny Cool, gal, Danny, how's it going, mate? Alright?
This is my best mate in the whole world, Danny. He's here, like.
Danny Cool, at your service. It's my real name, you know. I just blessed it works well with the sound.
How'd you meet?
How did we meet? Hey, we're not a gay couple, boy.
Of course you're not.
No, we used to work together years ago, like.
That's right. We worked together on the deli counter down in Spa. Best 8.5 months of my life, boy.
Making tarts.
Sausage rolls.
Sandwiches.
Burgers.
Blaz. Soup. Yeah, I'm just starting to cook myself and Dan a bit of grub before we head out into town. You smell what the wok is cooking. So, yeah, no, but we really are the best of buds, myself and Dan. We almost had an unfortunate falling out a couple of years ago, obviously over a woman, as per usual, like, but no, she did end up actually really being a lesbian in the end, so, you know, everything was alright. But no, she really hated me, Dan's ex, like. Dykes don't enjoy me. For whatever reason, I don't know.
I'm telling you then, he cooked up some spread. Gordon fucking Ramsay.
Jesus, I'll have to get you to cook for me someday, Gar.
No, we should definitely do that. Yeah, definitely, Del, yeah.
Hey, he learned it all from me, you know. He had the clue about women before he met me.
No, I didn't, no.
I'll tell you a story about him. He was out on a date with this one. Went back to his house. There they were on the couch, kissing.
All over each other.
He stops, mid-shift. He looks at her and he said, well, will I go down on you now or what?
Like, that's obviously not true, like, you know, it's the second time you've done that now. It's not fucking funny, like. I know how to get down on me.
Ah, you're so cute, Gar. Look at you.
Hey, Del, did you take in that stock this morning?
No, John. I'll go and do it now.
Fuck me, Pink.
Look at her! Jesus, Mary, Holy Saint Joseph.
They were going lads.
That's fucking Elaine from Tramore Bay, like the best reality show ever. Babe, like Alicious.
Yeah, sure she's from the town, sure. Boy, do you like her?
Like her? I fucking love her.
I know her going back years. I play golf with her brother, sure. Do you want me to put in a word for you? Seeing as you both have celebrity status, like.
Jesus, John. I think I fucking love you too.
Leave it with me, lads. Leave it with me.
Yeah, John.
See, Gar, the thing about a one in a wheelchair is you can kind of mount the frame first.
Yeah.
Left leg on the footrest, right leg up over the shoulder.
Don't go quiet on my camp, boys.
No, we weren't like, were we?
No.
You're back camping, aren't you?
I am Gargampian, yeah.
I think hurlers are sexy.
Yeah, they're not as sexy as a sales rep who works for an office company. I drive a VW Crafter, you know.
So, Gar,
Yeah.
do you want to ride me?
Like, sexy, right? I'd love to. Yeah,
Okay.
love to ride
Well,
you.
what if I told you could? Would you want to?
In a heartbeat, in a New York minute, like. Yeah.
There's just one condition.
Any, like literally anything. Like that, yeah.
He has to watch. There tomorrow night. See you then, boys.
Elaine from Tramore Bay.
Well, I think we should do it.
Yeah, well, of course you think we should do it. Like, it's not me watching you ride someone, is it?
But this is your dream, girl.
Well, yeah, one of them, like, with her and, you know, your one lives down the road with the one blue eye, one brown eye.
The one with the gammy hip.
Yeah, and all the cats.
Yeah, the one that wears all the gear.
Yeah, but you know, she's absolutely filthy, like, gorgeous.
There has to be a way.
There's absolutely no way that you are watching me riding a one. Think about it.
We'll have it. Right. Let's just say that you bang this one in the normal way, right?
Yeah, standard, straight up.
Right, so you're going to ring me after and tell me all the details, aren't you?
Yeah, all the details.
Well, this saves at the bottom. We can take it all in. I'll never tell a soul.
Dan, I don't know, like, I mean, this is totally different from before, like, I mean, to be seeing me sacked, like.
Look, think of riding this woman as a game of hurling. Right, in every game of hurling you have a commentator watching your every move, don't you?
Well, that, like, you know, millions of people and all the press and all that.
Yeah, well, think of me as a silent sexual commentator.
It actually makes a little bit of lick of sense, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're doing this then.
Fuck it, sure. Why not?
Right, just think of me as a silent sexual me-haul of Mother Hertic.
Hello!
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 Hello! Hello! In the low grade. Because, like, you can go, hello! I can go, hello! But you still get the same buzz.
You won't look at me, Danny, will you?
I won't look at you, Cal.
Can't believe you talked me into this.
Get your hands up, you dirty little bastards.
Oh, this is class.
Okay, get in, boys. Chop, chop. Okay, now get undressed. Both of you.
No, hang on a second.
No questions.
No, what I'm saying is, right, I was sure I was going to ask. Because we said the last time that it would only be me doing this now. And I mean, I think you're lovely, Bjorn.
If you're not ready.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready. You're ready, I'm ready. I'm ready. There we go. What? You want me to? You've done it, so...
Okay. Now we're ready.
Right now. Right now.
Well, boys, don't you just look the ultimate picture. Now, big smile, guys. Big smile. You're going to be famous. You're going to be famous. Ha!
Don't
Perfect.
smile at him.
Now, Gar. You see all this shit with Adele?
Shit with Adele? What you're talking about, like?
What? Texting her. Watching movies with her. Giving her little presents to say sorry after you bring a 17-year-old into my bar.
John, that was a misunderstanding. Like, I mean, you don't understand. Like.
Oh, no, Gar. You don't understand. It all ends today. I mean fucking now. Otherwise, you see all these?
Yeah.
These go everywhere. You got that?
Oh, bollocks.
Sometimes you'll get the girl you like. You know, sometimes you'll get the girl you love. You know, that's great. But most of the time in life, you'll get nothing. And all you can do is take that and move on like a man. You know, no complaints. And other times in life, yes, you'll end up in someone's house handcuffed to your best friend in your underpants. Being blackmailed by some fella. But that's life. Swings and roundabouts like.